Hi guys, this is a new video about differential equations. In this video we're going to cover the stability of solutions of differential equations. This is a very important topic. It will come back later during the semester, in the middle and at the end, and this will be part of your final probably, so it's very important that you understand. This is a very easy topic as I said before, and let's start. Okay, so to find the stability of a solution of differential equation, obviously we will be given a differential equation here in this form, f of y. So for now we're going to focus only on differential equations that are separable. For now, later in later videos we're going to cover other kind of differential equations, but for now we're just going to cover separable differential equations. Okay, so to find the stability, first we need to find the equilibrium solution. So basically what we need to do is find solutions where y prime equals 0. That's the first step we need to do. Once we find the solutions for the equilibrium solution, then we find at each point that the differential equation is at equilibrium, we find what kind of point it is. If it's a stable point, if it's a semi-stable point, if it's an unstable point. Okay, and then so the second step is classify. Okay, so let's jump to an example. I feel it's easier to understand. Okay, before the example, I just want to write here that we have three types of stability points. We have a point that is called asymptotically stable, which we'll know what it means soon, and we can have semi-stable points, and we can also have unstable points. Okay, as I said, this is very important, it's very easy, so I'm going to explain it with an example. Okay, so let's start with our first example. So my first problem is y prime equal y cubed minus 4y. Okay, so here, as I said, the first, let me just put 1 here and then 2 here. Okay, so the first step is to find the equilibrium solutions. So we need to set y prime equals 0. So the first step is setting y prime equals 0. This means that y cubed minus 4y equals 0. Okay, so here we can factor the y out and we'll have y squared minus 4 equals 0. Sorry if my 4's and my y look very similar, but you know, the y has that tail thing and the 4 doesn't. Okay, so continuing with the problem, we have here that y, and we have y plus 2, and we have y minus 2 here equals 0. So here we can see that we have three solutions: y equals 0, y equals 2, and y equals negative 2. So something that I forgot to mention is that we're going to use the graphical method to define the stability of the solutions of differential equations. Okay, so as I said, we did the first step, which is to find the solutions of equilibrium. So we found the point 0, the point 2, and the point negative 2. So what we're gonna do now is to draw. So we're gonna draw a Cartesian plane. Well, we don't need a Cartesian plane. Basically, we need a horizontal line here. Okay, in the horizontal line, we're gonna place the values of y. So we're gonna place 0 here. That's my first equilibrium solution. We're gonna put the 2 here and the negative 2 here. Okay, notice how my line is now split into 4, is divided into 4 regions. This region here, this region here, this region here, and this region here. Okay, so what we are gonna do now is, let me use another color here. So remember my original equation. I'm gonna write this just this part here because it will be useful later on. Okay, so as I mentioned, our line is divided into 4 pieces now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a value from each interval. So in this first interval, we're gonna take a value that is less than -2. So we're gonna take -3. Try to pick the easiest one. So I'm assuming here that -3 will be the easiest. So in the next interval, we can take -1 here. That's between -2 and 0. In the next interval, we're gonna take 1, and in the next interval, we're gonna take 3. So I'm gonna draw the line again. So you don't have to, you can do it everything in the same line, but I just want to have more colors here, so maybe it's easier to see. So now remember, we selected in this first interval here, we selected -3. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna replace that value of -3 into my equation here. So we're gonna find the value of y prime when y is equal to -3. So let's find. So when y is equal to -3, we're gonna find that y prime is equal to -3. So this will give me -1, because -3 plus 2 is -1, and then we have -5. So one thing I need to mention is that we don't care about the value, we just care about the sign. So we see that this will give me a negative sign. I don't care about the value, but I'm gonna just add it here just in case. Okay, we're gonna do the same for our next choice, which was y equal -1. So we're gonna find y prime equal -1, and then we have times 1, and then we have times -3. So we see that this is a +3 here, and my last choice, or my last equilibrium solution is, or no, actually my choice is y equal 3. Then let's find y prime. So y prime will be 3, 5, and then we have 1. So we see that this is also +15. And as I mentioned before, you don't need the actual values, all you need the signs. Okay, so now once we have these answers for y prime, we just get about the sign one more time. So anytime we see a negative, we're gonna draw an arrow that points to the left. And every time we see a plus sign, we're gonna draw an arrow that goes to the right. So let's see how this looks in our line graph. So I'm gonna use another color, I'm gonna use orange here. So we see that in the region less than -2, we got a negative sign. So remember, negative sign means an arrow that points to the left. Okay, so in the next region we selected -1, and in that region we got a plus sign. So a plus sign means an arrow that goes to the right. In the next region we selected, oh, did I forget to? Oh, I didn't use 1, but doesn't matter. Let's do it really quick here. So when y equal 1, we have, as I said, we don't care about the sign, so we're gonna just take this sign. We don't care about the value, we just care about the sign. We get plus, and we get minus. So this is minus here. So when y equal 1, in that region we got a negative solution. So plus times minus is minus. So this is a negative, so we're gonna draw a negative, an arrow that points to the left. And finally, when y equal 3, we got a plus value, a positive value, so we're gonna draw an arrow that goes to the right. So So now we're gonna classify these points based on these arrows. So anytime that we have a point and we have an arrow, well, we have two arrows that go in opposite direction, we call this point unstable. Okay, this is unstable point and it has a name. So this is what they call a start point. Also, some people call it a source point, but it's usually referred to as start. But the stability just refers this point as being unstable. So if we have now a point where we have two arrows pointing toward the point, this type of point will be considered as stable, asymptotically stable point. Okay, and the name of this kind of points is basically a sink. But as I said, we're talking here about the stability and not the name of the point. So the next one can be two cases. So we have both arrows pointing to the right or both arrows pointing to the left. And when we have this case, we say this point is a semi-stable point. Semi-stable, and the name is a saddle. This is a saddle point. So one more time, when we have a point and we have two arrows going in opposite ways, we have unstable point, like here in part 1, when the arrows point to the point, or they go inward to the point. Like in this second example, we have a stable point, and when we have the arrows pointing in the same direction, either both right or both left, we call these points semi-stable. So this is 3. So based on this, we can now answer our question, and we see that the point -2 is unstable. The point 0 is asymptotically stable. The point 2 is unstable. Okay, so I hope that's simple. Let's do one more problem just to clarify this. Okay, so let's use the following problem. So we're gonna have, let me see what kind of problem we're gonna do. So let's do something simple here. Okay, so let's do this problem. Y minus 1, and y minus 2. So is it the same? Let me see that I'm not using the same. Hold on, I don't know why these show up. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so it's not the same problem, right? No, has different numbers. That's fine. So so let's analyze. So again, we have this solution. The first step that we have to do is find the equilibrium solution. Equilibrium. So we have y equals 0, y minus 1 equals 0, and y minus 2 equals 0. So we have y equals 0, y equal 1, and y equal 2. Okay, and our second step is to classify. And for this classification, we're gonna use the graphical method. So again, we're gonna draw a line here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna place the value. So y equals 0 will be here, y equal 1 will be here, and y equal 2 will be here. So actually, let me just redraw this in a better way. So let's put the 0 here, the 1 here, and the 2 here. Okay, that's better. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take values in each region. So in this region here, I'm gonna take a value. So I'm gonna take the easiest one, which is -1. Here, and take a value. You can use any value between 0 and 1, but I'm gonna take 0.5. And 1 to 2, I'm gonna take 1.5. And from 2 to infinity, we're gonna take 3. Okay, so we're gonna now find the value of the derivative, just the sign, not the value, sorry. We only care about the sign for each given value of y. So the first one is when y equals -1. So again, we have on this equation, we can use that one, we just need to replace the sign. So we have y prime equal, so y, since y is a negative value, we have -1 there, we have -2 here, and then we have -3 here. So as I mentioned, we only need the sign. I don't need the numbers, just the sign. So here we have that the total solution is a negative number. Now, when y equal 0.5, we have y prime equal, we have a positive sign, we have a negative sign, and we have a negative sign here. And remember, like the reason why I'm putting positive because y is 0.5, so I'm putting 0.5 here. So that's positive. Then the following is negative. So 0.5 minus 1 will give me a negative sign here. And similarly, 0.5 minus 2 is a negative sign. It's a negative number, so that's why I put a negative sign here. So then we have that this answer is positive here. So our next value is y equal 1.5. So for 1.5, we have y prime, we have a plus sign, we have a plus sign, and we have a negative sign. So this answer is negative. And then for our latest y equal 3, we have y prime equal a positive sign, we have a positive sign, and then we have a positive sign, and this is positive. Okay, so now let's draw the arrows. So in the interval where we pick -1, we have a negative sign. So remember, negative means an arrow pointing to the left. Okay, now in the y and the interval where we selected 0.5, we got a solution that is positive, so we're gonna draw in this region an arrow that goes to the right. In the next region, we got a negative sign, so we're gonna draw an arrow that points to the left. And finally, in the last region, we got a positive sign, so we're gonna use a right arrow. So now we classify, and remember, when we have our classification here, we have that we have a point and we have two arrows pointing away from the point. We have that's an unstable solution. Then if the two arrows are pointing toward the point, we have that this is an asymptotically stable. And if the two arrows are pointing in the same direction, either both right or both left, we call that semi-stable. So based on that, we can see that the point 0 is unstable. The point 1 is asymptotically stable. And the point 2 is unstable. So hope that's clear. It should be very simple. If you want another problem to be covered, please comment, and I can do another video just for that problem. If it's very interesting, I'll do a video, or if not, you can send me an email. The email is in the description below, and I will send you the solution of that, or I will send you some hints of how to solve the problem. Again, I hope you like this video, please leave a comment, and let's see each other in the